Welcome to the Cave. I'm Daniel Phillips alongside Mr. Matt Rendell here, bringing to you some Caveman boys basketball. First time since November 25th, the Cavemen will take on the Concord Minutemen in their first NLC matchup, both teams' first NLC matchups of the season. It's going to be a good one. Both 1-3 teams trying to prove themselves, find a footing with two first-year head coaches. We'll see how it turns out. We'll have the varsity running out here shortly on your screen. This Caveman squad, fresh off of a tough loss against a very, very talented Michigan City team. The final score of that one, 69-45. So they're trying to get things back on track. Their last win was November 25th, which was quite some time ago, nearly an entire month. And here you see those Cavemen trying to get back in the win column, approaching the Cave. And as I'm sure you can hear, we do have the MHS Pep Band joining us here this evening. Something that is always sure to add to the atmosphere.
It is loud. We did have that discussion here today that the Pep Band is great. They bring great energy. It'll be a fun night here tonight, but it also does bring a different problem for us, which is communication, all those things, but they do a good job. We're on, Daniel. Look at us. We're ready to go.
On. It's a great feeling to be back calling some boys basketball.
Yeah, we've had a busy couple weeks here. We've had some girls basketball, and the girls have played some games that they're trying to win. They've won a few. They've dropped a couple close ones. And then obviously we had wrestling last night. Didn't go Mishawaka's way, but some really impressive performances. Caden O'Neill looks really tough. Chance Smith looks very good. And so a lot of good things there as they're going to try to get healthy and get some guys back in line.
No doubt. It's been a very fun, exciting time for Mishawaka Winter Sports. We're kicking things back off with some boys basketball for the first time in a long time now. They'll have a few more boys games. Obviously, we'll have winter break. So for about 2 weeks, we won't have many broadcasts. Aside from our biggest of the year, January 3rd, we will be broadcasting the final for the prestigious Al Smith Wrestling Tournament. Many of the top wrestlers around the state
are coming
here.
You'll be here.
I will be
here.
here.
I'll be here. Other than that, we'll see who's here.
Yeah.
But it's always a fun thing to call. We were shaking off some rust yesterday with some wrestling, but I felt like we did pretty well.
We did, yeah. We got
didn't say
enough
players a single time.
That's right. We've got enough experience together where the chemistry carries us a little bit, even if we don't always have the terminology down pat. But basketball, we're usually okay.
We're ready to go.
Mr. Rendell might nerd out a little bit, but before then, we're going to go ahead and kick things off to your IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig here on the Mishawaka Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, always great to be with you. Hope you are having a great holiday season, you and your family and your loved ones as we approach the holidays. Hey, I want to start here as you kind of put a bow on football season, Paul. I know you're having conversations with coaches and administrators around the state, but the folks that do your same job around the country from the surrounding states, what kind of conversations do you have with them reflecting on this football season and, ways and ideas you can have for 2026?
I just left a meeting with my counterparts coming from the Dakotas all the way up through the Great Lakes and Indiana and Illinois and Ohio. And we do share notes. And, one of the things that I will always take back from those meetings is I'm glad to do this in Indiana. We all do it the way it works for our state. For us to be able to finish in an indoor facility, our counterparts in Minnesota do the same thing, but to finish indoor at one of the greatest football facilities in the country at Lucas Oil is, first of all, it's a little envious of some of our other folks. I don't know, Illinois just had their state tournament and they actually got snowed out the second day of their tournament and had to reschedule throughout the week. And so we're not dealing with those kind of things. And so we change notes. I pick up a few things from them on how they operate the game and the pageantry around the game. And we like to bring some of those things over to what we do, but then they want to see what we're doing also. So it is an opportunity to share with our counterparts.
What kind of conversations have you had with your team about this football season and how it wrapped up? Of course, we had some spectacular state championship games, but everybody happy with how 2025 went?
Oh yeah, everybody was very thrilled with the way it went, and it was a great fall. We had great numbers, great attendance, great enthusiasm, and the quest to support an education-based athletic system continues, and we focus keenly on that every time that we run a tournament season, because it's just different. It's different than going to some of these youth sports parks and a non-education first athletic opportunity, and those are important too. But what we do, we really feel it transcends these kids and the lessons that they learned into the rest of their life, and so we're thankful to be able to do that. We had a great fall doing that again.
And now, of course, basketball season well underway on the girls and boys side. I mean, heck, you could probably blink in about a month from now we'll have the girls pairing show, which is hard to believe. But, basketball season, it's the time of year, Paul, where if you are a basketball lover, it's basketball paradise with so many tournaments coming up around this Christmas and holiday season. And, it's one of those things, you go buy a ticket, you're supporting all the teams that play in these local tournaments in your local community. And, it's an opportunity to basically watch 12 hours of nonstop basketball.
Oh, you can watch an unbelievable amount of games. And starting with the 19th, this upcoming weekend, we're going to play over 40 tournaments across the state between now and the new year. And so you can go to a place like Richmond, Indiana, and sit down in a gym, and you can stay there all day long and just watch incredible high-level high school basketball here in the state. And so, one of the things too, it really is a chance for coaches to spend a little more time in the gym, a little more time with their student athletes outside of the other classroom things that go on in a normal school day, to really focus, get their team ready to be able to compete and play strong throughout the rest of the season.
What's your most favorite part about that? Because I know now, as an administrator and, now the commissioner of the IHSAA, you're all over, you're watching those games. But what was the best part about playing in those types of environments?
There's just so many things that are so incredible. And, one, I got to play in some holiday tournaments when I was a player years ago. And again, to be able to have an opportunity to win a tournament, but be with your teammates and then coach them later on. But I got to tell you, I enjoy the fan part of it also just as much, and being able to get out there and just watch these different teams play. And my old coach comes out at me when I want to see how this coach is approaching this game and what offense they're running and what defense they're running. And so, that's a lot of fun for me at this point in my career.
Paul Neidig, he's the commissioner of the IHSAA. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Brendan. We'll talk soon.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the Cave, folks. We got some starting lineups here ahead on this NLC matchup night in the Cave. Historic gym, oldest active gym in the state of Indiana. We'll get things kicked off here with the Cavemen. At the one spot, they'll have quarterback for the Caveman football team, Landon Snyder. He's had a few big games. He is dangerous when you let him get started from beyond the arc. You've got Trey Eccles, the freshman phenom. He's been doing a lot of great things wearing the maroon and white. And Cam Putz, another big, impactful player on the football field, also on the basketball court. He's ready to make his starting debut. I believe this is the first time he's in the starting lineup this season. He will be at the 3, and at the 4, the young and talented LaJordan Fowler looking to find his footing a little bit more as the season goes on. And rounding it out at the 5, Colton Hanley, he's getting ready to go here. He is the big for the Cavemen here tonight.
And part of that lineup change is Landon John's out tonight. We got 2 Cavemen out tonight. Trotter also not playing here tonight. So Landon Johns, you will not see him in the lineup. So that puts Cam Putz in the starting lineup, which we talked to Coach. He loves Cam Putz. He loves what he brings to the team. He talked to us about, I could get 5 Cam Putz out here, we're going to play the best defense that you've ever seen, right? So you're going to see a lot of different guys tonight. He talked about playing a lot of different guys and 3 football guys there starting for the Cavemen. We're going to see some football guys here for Concord.
No doubt about it. Starting things off with a football guy, a very, very good one. He's committed to Ball State verbally. It's Reese Brevard. He's doing great things on the football field, and he's pretty shifty on the basketball court as well. He will be playing the 1. At the 2, Parker Schrock. He's also dangerous from beyond the arc like Mishawaka's Landon Snyder. At the 3, Brady Emmerich, the leading scorer. He averages 16.5 a game. He's also dangerous from beyond the arc, but he's a pretty 3-level scorer, so he's someone to watch out for that Caveman defense. There's Carson Wyrick at the 4, the forward, wearing number 11. And at the 5, the quarterback for the Concord football team, now a senior, moving on to Valparaiso, the University of Valparaiso, to play football. Bo Brunner wearing number 32.
Yeah, and you're going to see, we talked to Coach Layton down there, and he talked a lot about, obviously, we're going to see a lot of Brady Emmerich, tonight. He's going to have a big game no matter what you try to do. He's still going to get you points, about 17 a game. And then you've got those 2 athletes. We talked Bo Brunner, big-time quarterback, big-time athlete. Reese Brevard, big-time athlete. So you're going to see him a lot out of there. So, Daniel, we talked earlier today about keys to the game. Let's talk about our keys to the game here tonight.
Let's do it. Starting things off, something that we've talked about a lot, Mr. Rendell and I, as well as with Coach Cody and others, LaJordan Fowler and his aggressiveness. He is the cornerstone of the Cavemen basketball team on both sides of the ball. He's got a lot of length. He's a 3-level scorer. He's somebody that can get it done in all aspects of the game, but he has to attack the game aggressively. So with LaJordan Fowler aggression comes Caveman success.
Yeah, and we talked a little with Coach Cody a little bit, but it's the defense has got to get better. You talked to some of the players. You said in practice they had to do some old school drills. Get in that defensive stance, get that towel out, and get your slides in. And so that improvement has got to happen. It's got to happen pretty soon for this Caveman team to get some wins on the board.
Also getting open shots. That's something that's handed out to you just as easy, almost as free throws. It's something that you got to hit. If you find that open shot, fire it, but make sure it's a calm, relaxed, go-to routine jump shot. It's not chucking it up from wherever because I got 3 inches away from my defender. No, it's if you got an open shot, fire, but make sure it's a clean stroke.
And then lastly, for Concord on the opposite end, they've got a lot of athleticism. We watched a little bit against West Noble. They went down early. They were able to come back. A lot of that's to do with, yes, Emmerich and some of the scoring, but they are very athletic. They're going to guard you. They're going to get into you. And so the Cavemen are really going to have to play some good offense, do some good ball movement. The JV, we saw some really good ball movement. We'll see what the Cavemen can do coming out here after 3 straight road losses.
Those are your keys to the game here in this one. Concord Minutemen taking on the Mishawaka Cavemen at their place. It's sure to be a good one. We're very excited to bring this one to you. Daniel Phillips alongside Mr. Matt Rendell here. We're going to go ahead and give a little break here on the Mishawaka Network. We'll be back with some more on the Mishawaka Network.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back, folks. If you're just now joining us, I'm Daniel Phillips, and this is Matt Rendell here. You may have seen a trending trend on TikTok or Instagram or any social media. You got guys coming into the student section dressed up, doing what we do as sports announcers, and we've got something here to carry on the trend. Mr. Will Mason alongside Mr. Chase Camacho. There are two Caveman football players, and they're down there on the floor in the cave here. Chase and Will. Will, you got the microphone in your hand. Are you excited to help us out here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be great to be down here on the floor tonight. Feel the energy of the floor while announcing. It's going to be a great time. Chase, you agree yourself?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. First time doing this, so let's have fun.
So, Will, you guys, this is Mr. Rendell up here. You guys are here for Concord, Mishawaka, kind of big rivalry in the NLC. You guys had a big football game against them this year. What's it like to play Concord? Obviously, be nice, Will.
Yeah, it's obviously a huge NLC matchup, and, the rivalry is just ginormous. You always want to beat Concord. It's always the biggest game of the year, marked on your calendar, and you always want to take them down. I mean, the Minutemen, the Cavemen always beat them. You got to keep that up, so it's always a huge game for the Cavemen.
So what are you guys looking for tonight out of the Cavemen? What do the Cavemen need to do? What players are you guys watching down on the floor?
I think Colton Hanley down low, I think if he scores, I think he's going to be the first scorer for the Cavemen tonight even. I think that's going to open up the game up top, and they're going to be able to apply the ball while Colton Hanley eats up in the paint.
Chase, what do you got? What are the keys to the game?
Chase, what do you think's going to happen?
I think number 10, Landon Snyder's going to start shooting the ball really well tonight. He's going to make open shots, and don't leave him open because he'll make them.
All right, awesome. Will, Chase, thank you very much. We'll hear from you a little bit later here. It's awesome to have them on there. Will Mason, he actually helped me out a few years ago. Myself and Brady Gall, we were at a wrestling match, and Will was unable to wrestle back in 2023. Did a great job on the sideline there, capturing the intensity on the mat.
Yeah, so we got 3 minutes here. We'll get back to Will and Chase kind of at some of the timeouts, at some of the breaks here tonight, as we've got a lot going on here at the high school. Daniel, we're getting ready for basketball. You see the team, Mishawaka, warming up. We talked about keys to the game. Cavemen need a win. They need it kind of bad.
Yeah, they do. It's an important game. We talked to both coaches, Coach Cody and Coach Layton. They both said the importance of starting off this NLC schedule in the best possible way. There's no measurable word for it. You can't put a measure on it. You can't put a number on it. It's so important to get off to a good start in the NLC schedule because of how crazy the NLC can get, especially when you head into January and February.
Yeah, it's going to be a big night here for the Cavemen as we're getting ready. We got Mr. Turton who's going to bring you some announcements here shortly. Daniel, take us to break.
All right, let's do it. Again, a big matchup here. First NLC matchup for both squads here, the Mishawaka Cavemen and the Concord Minutemen in the historic cave. Myself, Daniel Phillips, Mr. Matt Rendell, excited to bring it to you here. We're going to go ahead and take a little break on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own Caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to the cave. We're about a minute 30 away from tip-off. We'll be kicking things off to Mr. Turton here shortly. He will deliver some starting lineups for both the Cavemen and the Minutemen, as well as the national anthem. So, as the players head to their benches and get prepared to go, let's go ahead and quickly talk about these two teams. You've got two very athletic but also undersized basketball teams in the Minutemen and the Cavemen. We'll see that come into play. Athleticism will mean so much. It was one of the keys to our game, one of our keys to the game points. The athleticism on both sides. You got football players on both sides. You got multi-sport athletes on both sides. It's going to be a game of athleticism with guys only being as tall as 6'3" tonight.
And playing at home. The Cavemen haven't played at home much. Tonight they've got a chance to play at home. Big crowd, a lot of Concord fans across the way. You got fans kind of on the ends. We haven't seen a crowd here. We haven't been here very much. So it'll be nice to see the crowd here tonight as you hear the band here tonight, which adds, pretty much almost doubles your crowd right there. A huge pep band. We talked earlier today. Love the pep band's energy. It's hard to hear sometimes, which is a challenge for us, but we're glad they're here to support the Mishawaka boys basketball team.
Yeah, it gets the people going, especially when the energy rises. They add to it. We're going to go ahead and check out this pep band if we can. It's a big pep band, bigger than some collegiate pep bands. So that goes to show you, and they do a wonderful job.
Chamberlain's in the festive spirit there. They do a really good job. They have a lot of fun, and that's really good as we are getting ready here for game time.
Going to go ahead and hand it off to Mr. Turton for national anthem and player lineup.
Mishawaka High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game. On behalf of our athletic department and Principal Chad Brew, we would like to welcome the principal, Jeff Petty, athletic director, David Priam, head coach, Tyler Layton, the players, fans, and family members of the Concord Minutemen. Tonight's officials are members of the community, just like you. Without them, tonight's game would not be possible. Please give them the courtesy and respect they deserve. Tonight's officials are David Wolford, Donald Sills, and Jared Egger. Mishawaka High School would also like to thank St. Joseph Health System and certified athletic trainers Hannah Hess and Maddie Hain for working hard to keep our athletes healthy and in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your caps as the Mishawaka High School Pep Band, led by Mr. Caleb Chamberlain, performs our national anthem. Now introducing the starting lineup for the Concord Minutemen. Number 10, Reese Brevard. Number 14, Parker Schrock. Number 22, Brady Emmerich. Number 24, Carson Ryrick. And number 32, Bo Brunner. The Concord Minutemen are coached by Tyler Layton and is assisted by Darren Blakely and Levon Parker. And now, the starting lineup for your Mishawaka Cavemen. Number 10, Landon Snyder. Number 12, Camden Potts. Number 21, Trey Echoes. Number 22, LaJordan Fowler. and number 23, Colton Handley. The Mishawaka Cavemen head coach is William Cody and is assisted by Ian Nelson. The managers for the Cavemen are Gabby Wicker-Goodman, Aaliyah James, and Jessica York.
Appreciative always to Mr. Turton, always giving an electrifying starting lineup rendition. And I mean, the sound effects are awesome. You got Law and Order, you got the Sonic gold rings and everything.
Oh, yeah, the gold rings as we are underway.
Mishawaka will win the tip. Landon Snyder at the one, handling the rock, and the Cavemen Minutemen matchup is now underway here in the cave.
Interesting. We watched West Noble against Concord. We watched travel. We watched some Penn versus Concord. Didn't see any 2-3 zone. And that's what they started with there.
We'll see how that ends up going for them from this point forward. A little bit of a rookie mistake there, and now the Cavemen turn the ball over early on. We'll see if the Concord Minutemen score first here.
And that's a bad way to start the game on defense if you're the Cavemen. You got beat to the hoop. You can't compound that mistake by reaching in. That's just a clear reach-in foul there on Fowler. And so he's going to have to be careful. Already 20 seconds in the game, one foul, one turnover for the Cavemen.
Got to be careful. Control the aggression. We want him to be aggressive, but we want him also to have some control of the aggression. A big tip there by Landon Snyder. Now Camden Putz has got it. He's taking it the other way.
Cavemen are going to have to do something against this 2-3 zone. I'm not sure they prepared a ton for it, as we just said it. We didn't see a lot of it in Concord, but they're going to have to do something. You can do a couple different things. You see Cam Putz go in the middle there. You can try to shoot out of it.
Jordan Fowler is going to take a shot here, and he's going to drain it from deep. Jordan Fowler makes sure the Cavemen strike first.
And that's huge for the Cavemen. Jordan Fowler, it's almost like I knew it was coming. You can shoot out of that 2-3 zone. Not only can you shoot out of it, but when Fowler gets that shot up high, he can get it over the defense.
It's okay. You don't have to be modest. We all know you knew it was coming. Driving in, taking the shot, turn around, no good. Scramble for the... No, the Cavemen win it, though. Scramble for the ball there, tipping it around. And the Cavemen win it there off the missed shot by Wyrick, and that one's out of bounds. They say last touch Concord. It'll stick with the Cavemen.
Well, that's really good hustle by Bo Brunner. Landon Snyder brought the ball up, saw Eccles wide open for a three-pointer, tried to take one extra dribble, passed it out to him, and right there he just couldn't get it to him before Brunner got to the ball.
Landon Snyder to inbound. He'll find Colton Hanley. Colton Hanley will take it back outside to Eccles, and he'll miss that three.
Yeah, that's kind of a rush shot right there, and maybe not what you want if you're Coach Cody.
Brunner pulls up, mid-range, no good, short off the front rim.
You hear Coach Cody yelling, go, go. If you can get there before they set up their defense, you can get some open looks.
Eccles now surveying the floor. Snyder doing the same.
And early on against the zone, the Cavemen have done a good job of looking inside, looking to the middle, and so it makes Concord be honest there on defense.
Putz now in the corner.
Ooh.
Finds his football teammate in Snyder.
Might have had a chance for a lob to Fowler there, but they keep it going.
Swing it around the perimeter. Fowler will drive in, draw a foul, and he'll shoot two at the free throw line.
We talked pregame. We talked with Coach Cody. We talked with a lot of people about, hey, we kind of need LeJordan to be a little more aggressive. So far today, 2 shot attempts, 1 3-pointer good, 1 he's going to the foul line, and that's a good sign for the Cavemen basketball team.
First free throw, no good after some contemplation. He's got one more try.
That's a good call there, Dan. I like that call.
Appreciate it. Compliment from one of the goes. That second free throw is good. The Cavemen extend their lead to 4.
There's the ring sound you were talking about.
That's right. That one, no good. Bobbled around for a minute. The high-scoring Emmerich, no good on the layup try.
Yeah, it was a great drive and a great kind of trying to spin that one in, but just couldn't quite get it to go. But a really good-looking drive there by Emmerich.
Eccles, a pass intended for Hanley, is tipped by Schrock out of bounds. It'll stick with the Cavemen. Snyder will inbound it here for the maroon and white. They'll find LeJordan Fowler, and they'll get things started again, trying to extend this lead. The Minutemen still scoreless. Inside the Putz, he'll lob it outside to Fowler, passing it around, all lobs. That one tipped in traffic, but Fowler's got it, pulls up mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Brunner, and now they're on the fast break. Looking around, Wyrick, he finishes at the rim. And the Concord Minutemen have found the scoreboard for the first time this evening.
Yeah, really good job by Concord getting out on that break, and Wyrick got that ball and went strong. He said, I'm going to use this hoop as a defender, get to the other side and score. It's the first 2-2-1 press, and the Cavemen break it easily.
Hanley will go up in there and lay it up and in. Quick response to the Wyrick layup.
Yeah, really good. Again, both teams did a good job getting up the court. That was a good press break. Best press breaks when the ball doesn't hit the ground.
Emmerich now looking around. That one's tipped by Fowler, regained by Wyrick. Tipped again, and this time stolen. Jobs finished. Let's see if they can finish on the other end of the court. Fast break. Hanley drives in, draws a late foul, and they'll say a charge.
Daniel?
Your most favorite thing.
You know what I'm going to say? It's. I get it. That might be a pretty good call by the rules. It's just you've made a great play, you made a great drive, and I just stood there and took a charge, right? And so that's a tough call. I think it might be letter of the law, a decent call, but looking for the Cavemen here to keep I like the energy and I like the kind of aggressiveness to the hoop.
A little bit of a full court press being displayed by the Cavemen here early on. Defensive adjustment. Now Brunner, turnaround jump shot over Putz. He nails it.
Good looking shot there by Brunner. We saw he didn't quite have the touch yet. Coach Layton talked about it. He's played a lot of football. He's got to get his basketball legs and his kind of shot in shape, and he's getting it there.
Snyder's got it now. Goes back outside. That three, no good. Pops into the hands of Schrock, and they'll go the other way. Brunner, dish outside. Brevard, pump fake, and they'll say, happy feet. That's a traveling call.
Yeah, and you know that's going to happen when you catch that in stride because you're catching it, your feet aren't down at the same time, and then you try to dribble, you drag that back foot in, and those travels are easy calls for the refs.
Putz has got it now. Snyder, they're going to try to get it past half court. Eccles over to Hanley. Everybody outside the paint for the Cavemen now. Snyder drives it on Brevard. Doesn't like the shot, and they'll pass it around the perimeter some more. Snyder ball in hand again.
This is a better pace for the Cavemen. Coach Cody said against Michigan City, yeah, he traveled too. That's a young mistake by the freshman Eccles there. But the Cavemen have got to do a better job of catching that ball, setting their feet, and then getting going. Oh, excuse me. What Coach was saying, they had so many turnovers in that first half, 17 in the first half against Michigan City. Much better here tonight, even though you gave up one there.
Brevard guarded by Eccles, hands it off to Brunner. Nice cut by Emmerich, and nice finish as well. Emmerich ties this thing up at 6 with 3 minutes left.
Not only a great finish, but a really good backdoor cut, right? They had him on the back door. He got open and finished.
Snyder thought about the shot, comes to a halt. Hanley now in the corner inside to Putz, and he makes a great pass to Fowler, who will finish at the right side of the rim.
Really good play there by the Cavemen. It was a good job from start to finish. Snyder got it to the corner, kicked it inside, and then Fowler finishes.
Big three in the face of another number 22. Emmerich in the face of Fowler nails a three. The Minutemen hold a 1-point lead after the contested conversion from beyond the arc. That one picked. Emmerich nearly fouled by Fowler. He'll go the other way despite the contact, laid up and in.
Another turnover by the Cavemen, not what you want, as now they go down 3 early here in the game.
We talked about how Emmerich's the leading scorer. Well, he has 7 of Concord's 11 points. Hanley drives in on Wyrick. Off the miss, he tips it over to Fowler. Fowler, nice save. Putz from beyond the arc, no good.
Yeah, that was nowhere close. Right there, the Cavemen rushing some shots right now. As Emmerich draws a foul, and Emmerich's been huge already.
Once a player gets hot, you're going to draw those foul calls again and again. Foul on Camden Putz, and we've got some subs. Wyrick and Emmerich will take a seat. And for the first time today, we'll take a look at number 30, Micah McCain, and number 34, Brennan Shealy. Schrock, a try from 3, no good, misses left.
Coach Layton talked. Schrock's their best three-point shooter, and they're going to try to get him open looks. That one wasn't there for him, but look for him to try to go to it again.
Looking around is Delgado. He's checked in. As Eccles takes the seat. Fowler left wing. Cross court. Delgado shot fake, jab step, drives in baseline. And they'll call another traveling violation on the K-men, their third already. They've got another substitution here. Cam Putz will take a seat, and Andre Owens will check in for the K-men.
What you never want is get subbed in like Delgado there. First thing you do, catch the ball, and you drive in and you travel. You got to be a little more patient with the ball.
Brevard's got it. And now Brunner. And he's fouled by Owens.
I think that's a good foul. You're putting pressure. You make him think about it a little bit. It's not when that guy beats you. Brenner's in front of him. He almost tipped it away. So it makes them think, okay, they're going to play us hard. They're going to play some hard defense.
Off the inbound, out of bounds, and that's going the other way. The pass from Brunner, who's very good at passing the football, tries to inbound it to McCain, and it slips right through his fingers.
Another thing you don't want is the bench telling you where to go on a press break. Delgado running down the court, wasn't ready to break that press.
Delgado's got it now. Pick the ball up. Finds Snyder. He fires. That one no good off the front rim. Brunner, head full of steam, will slow things down. He dishes it to Brevard.
Interesting to see where the offense comes from Concord here in the last 24 seconds with Emmerich on the bench.
Approaching 15 seconds remaining in this first. They still lead by 3, the Minutemen.
They're going to try for this last shot. I wonder if they try to set something up for 14.
That one nearly stolen. Brevard almost pickpocketed. He'll take a pull-up midi from the left elbow, but no. Fowler throws up a player, but no good. Well short. The K-men and the Minutemen head to the bench. The Minutemen ahead by 3, 11-8 to score. We're going to go ahead and kick things off to a little break here. We'll be back with the second quarter here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The start of the second quarter begins now. The K-men trail by 3 at their place. The Minutemen off to a good start. Emmerich, their leading the score here with 7. Brevard off the inbound, guarded by Fowler up top. Inside, quick pass intended for Emmerich. They say last touch by Emmerich, out of bounds. It'll go the other way, K-men ball.
Well, that was a good job by Owens. He got beat just a little bit on that back door, but he did a good job, got his hand up, and then it went off of Emmerich and out of bounds, so K-men ball there on that turnover.
Delgado's got it right wing.
K-men started off strong against this 2-3 zone. Last few possessions, they haven't done as well. They've thrown up some long three-pointers. See if they can get inside. There's a lot of space behind that zone.
Hanley over Delgado. Quick move. Tries to go inside. Denied by Brevard. And now Snyder looking for something. An opening. Snyder again inside Hanley. Hanley drives in on Wyrick, and he is successful. Lays it up with the left hand. Emmerich, though, head full of steam on Owens. Hesitates, drives inside, finish. Nice and clean for 2 more.
Yeah, what an unbelievable move by Emmerich. He got 2 guys off balance, went underneath, so Hanley couldn't get the block, and he's been on fire so far.
Off the pick from Hanley, he'll kick it over to Snyder. Now Owens inside to Fowler, back outside to Owens.
And they're just too congested over there. You got 3 cavemen in a small space there, so you got to kind of balance it out.
They're going to call a push. It's going to be on Concord, so we'll reset here. Caveman ball. Jordan Fowler will take a seat, and Brayshawn Eccles will get his first bit of playing time this evening. Landon Snyder off the inbound, finds Hanley. Hanley drives in, no good. And a nice basketball IQ play by Brevard, but it does not work out in his favor. They say Caveman ball, now they changed it there and say Concord ball as he hit it off of a Caveman.
I'm not sure the score's right, Daniel.
No.
I've got 10-13.
No, I got that too. Emmerich the layup, that's the only points of the quarter.
Well, Hanley made the basket down here.
And that's Mishawaka's only points. Delgado pulls up, no good from the baseline. Jay, it's now going the other way. And Wyrick is fouled, they say, by Snyder, number 10.
That's a little bit of a tough call. I think it's a good call. He came in kind of hot. But, again, I think those kind of energy plays like Snyder had right there, going hard after the ball, I think that'll get you some turnovers and help you out there.
Let's see here. We've got another sub. Colin Hanley, the big man, will take a seat. Camden Putz after a short hiatus.
And an interesting thing here, they brought on Owens in to play. He hasn't played a ton of minutes, but he's kind of manning up one-on-one with Emmerich.
Brevard, no good. Rebound. And he gets called for a foul.
And that's one of the easier calls you have. Somebody just grabbed him from behind. They're going to call Snyder. That's his second foul.
That was Sheely trying to go up.
I'm still confused about the score.
I am as well. Maybe there's something we missed. But I've got the Emmerich layup on this end, the left end, and on the right end, Hanley's layup. Wyrick off the inbound. Quick little layup on the left side. Extends their lead now. Scoreboard says to 8. We've got to 5. Delgado now working on Brevard. He'll find Eccles, who's now returned in the game.
And actually, I just saw the official score there, point to the scoreboard, so I think it is a 5-point lead.
And they've got that adjusted for you.
Look at us.
Eccles now looking for something. Putz now trapped in the corner. Finds Delgado. They got to get out of this left side. Make something happen.
This is a difficult lineup for the Cavemen, as there's going to be a moving screen there. And that moving screen is kind of on the guard there. He didn't let him get set, try to go over that. And right now the Cavemen, not a lot of kind of scoring here right now, as Pete might help that come into the game, but they're going to have to find a go-to person here.
Delgado will take a seat for Pete. Emmerich will bring it up for the Minutemen. Working on Owens, drives in, penetrate, kick out. Looking for an open shot. Brevard now driving in. Kicks it out to Emmerich. Emmerich strapped up by Owens, still driving in. Turn around after the shimmy, and that one is good, all net.
I mean, that's about as good a defense as you can play without fouling. Owens is right there in the whole drive, and if you can fade away, hit that with a man in your face, you're going to have to bring a double.
Inside the Eccles, that was a risky pass by Trey Eccles, and now they'll call the traveling violation.
And it's just sped up just a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to mess with the team.
We're going to go ahead and call a timeout. 30-second timeout, which means we're going to go ahead and head down to the floor again. Will Mason and Chase Camacho down there for us. Will, how's it feeling down there? What's the vibe between you and Chase? How do you feel with the Cayman performance so far?
I feel like the Cavemen aren't playing bad basketball right now. I just feel like turnovers are taking over the game, and it's really helping Concord out. Chase, I think you agree as well.
Yeah, number 22 from Concord has completely taken over this game. He's making everything.
Yeah, it's been a huge game. Will, while we have you, we had wrestling last night. This weekend, wrestling at Penn, but then you guys face off against Concord. What is it like being a wrestler here at Mishawaka High School?
It's really fun. I mean, the atmosphere, the tradition, all of that. It's just a great time and a great thing to be a part of.
What do y'all think about the band down there?
The band? Oh, it's loud. Do you think so too?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's a lot as we get back to the game. Thanks, Will.
Chase Camacho, Will Mason doing a great job down there joining us. We get back to the action here. Miller's going to drive in, kicks it out to Brevard. He's guarded by freshman Eccles. Camden punts, needs to be weird, almost got called for a foul there. Brevard shakes it off, and he nails it.
Brevard, not a big-time scorer, but if you're going to let him get in that lane, use that kind of strong body he's got, and if he can get a little bit of touch on those shots, he can score some points for this Concord team.
Eccles now finds Pete. They pass it around the perimeter, and Eccles looking for Caveman open. Lobs it over to Fowler. Eccles now again. Over to Fowler, he's double teamed. Looking for a passage inside.
Man.
And a missed pass there.
It's too bad. If you saw it on the screen there, right there, they did a good job. Got it inside. Putz kicked it out to Eccles, and Eccles had that lob over the top. LaJordan saw it, was going to the hoop, and they got to start to see those plays when they're there.
That one, a miscommunication play. Eccles was trying to get it to Putz. Putz had no idea it was coming. Jab step Brevard, drives in on Eccles, kicks it out. Schrock now driving in. Outside, Emmerich, that one's well short, into the hands of Brunner, who's blocked by Fowler, and now goes the other way. Big block, Eccles, fast break, finds Fowler, the shot. It's good. Bounces up and in. Fowler's got 8 points now already.
Yeah, and he's got off to a strong start, and the Cavemen need that from him. He's their one guy that they haven't got really going this year, and they really need him to get going on offense, and 8 points in the first half is a good way to start that.
Ember guarded by Pete. Drives in, pull up on two guys, no good, but it's rebounded Wyrick. They call a jump ball, and possession arrow will say that it stays with the Minutemen.
And Emmerich's missed a few shots here, made him a little uncomfortable, but Pete especially is giving him a lot of space. So I wonder if they're trying to say, okay, we'll let you take those long ones. We got to start defending the paints and then the inside the three-point line a little better. Coach Layton said Emmerich's got everything. He's kind of your offensive go-to. He said he needs to work a little bit on the defense, but he can hit mid-range. I'm about to say, I thought the ball was going our way. Here's why I thought. We won the tip. Mishawaka won the tip.
Yep.
Change of possession at the quarter break, so Mishawaka will have the ball back.
They get that fixed there, so next time there is a jump ball, it will go in favor of the Minutemen, but now sits with the Cavemen. Snyder inside to Putz. Putz looking around. He's got two guys on him. Peta over to Snyder. Snyder, the three, no good. Rebounded by Fowler, and he's fouled on that try. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and that's a good play by the Cavemen. They kicked it around, got it inside, kicked it out, and they got it out to Snyder, who took the three-pointer, but then it didn't go, but it's a good shot, and then you were able to get the offensive rebound to go.
Certainly one you're not mad about. Fowler will nail that first free throw. The Cavemen now only trail by 6 to the Minutemen. And the
left
lane
just
violation.
A little early, and he knew it right away. Fowler right there knew he missed, left just a fraction of a second too early as he was trying to say, okay, I'm going to make up for this right away, try to get that ball. So upset with himself, but he's ready to go on defense.
Brunner inbound, and Brevard will walk this one up. Never mind, he'll go ahead and fire it quickly to Wyrick.
Well, they were miscommunication on the defense by the Cavemen there.
Brevard now ball in hand again. He's guarded by Fowler. Drives in, kicks it out to Emmerich. And now Wyrick drives in on Putz. No good. Battle for the rebound, and they say a push called. It's going to be Caveman basketball.
Yeah, I think Wyrick missed, gave a little shove. trying to get that ball back. You know, when you miss, you have frustration, right? You just saw it with Fowler. You just saw it there with Wyrick. Hold on, we have a little bit of a problem here.
Wyrick's taking the seat and Sheely's checking in. Believe the issue's now resolved.
Yeah, they were trying to figure out who that foul was on.
Putz thought about a pass, decides to walk it up instead, and
yeah, but they got to get it moving a little bit. You want to take your time, but you got to get over half court. Oof.
That's close there. Just made it. Hanley sees the open lane and slams it down for the Cavemen. Cuts down the Minutemen lead to now
Big
4.
play by Colton Hanley getting that dunk for the Cavemen. That'll give the bench and the team a little energy out there.
Runner's got it. Guarded by Hanley. Spins down. Sheely outside to Schrock and now to Emmerich. Showing off the handles. But meets a wall of Cayman defenders, and now Brevard's got it.
Yeah,
Top
really,
of the key.
Really good help side defense there on Emmerich, but then they lose him in the corner.
He fires, and he's no good from 3 with 50 seconds left. Snyder's got it. He drives in, tries to take it himself, no good. Fowler with the putback, and a foul called.
I think they called a foul on LaJordan there, but I didn't see much there as he went up for that. They're going to say he held. I think they're going to take him out for this last 44 seconds now that he's got 2 fouls.
It's now what you want. Eccles, Brayshawn Eccles will check in for LaJordan Fowler now.
Good job fighting back. Cavemen were down 19-10 just a few minutes ago. They fought back. It hasn't been, super pretty. It hasn't been open jumpers. It hasn't been stuff like that, but they've gotten some points back. Now only down 4 here as we head to the halftime break soon.
Brevard walking it calmly up court.
This is something we haven't seen in the girls' basketball games. Not a lot of kind of like waiting for last second shot as Cam Putz takes the defense on Reese Brevard.
Steps up, pressuring number 10. Putz making sure he does not foul on this last possession. It's Concord.
When you don't have any fouls to give. Next foul is free throws.
That shot is good. Pete launches a heave, and that one's no good. That ends the first half. The Minutemen walk into the locker room up by 6. 21-15 is the score in favor of the Minutemen.
We're going to see if we can get to some quick replays here. We got a couple big plays that happened there, especially that last one from Colton Hanley with that dunk. We're going to try to pull those up here in a second, see what we got. But the Cavemen really fought back here as we're seeing one right now.
Let's go ahead and check this one out. Snyder, great job seeing Hanley. He beat his defender, saw the lane, slams it down for the Cavemen. Big electrifying play for them, momentum builder. We're going to go ahead and take a break here with a few minutes left until we get back to the action here in the Cave. Thank you for joining us for that first half on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own Caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures, from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, folks. Look at that, I'm on screen. I'm Daniel Phillips. We'll have Mr. Matt Rendell joining us again here shortly. We're going to go ahead and kick it down to Chase Camacho and Will Mason again. We'll make sure to get them on screen for you. What I'm going to ask Chase and Will about is how they felt that first half went in general for both the Minutemen and the Cavemen, and also Will and Chase, what do the Cavemen need to do in order to get back the lead here going into the second half?
I feel like it's a really good game going on. The Cavemen, they're not playing bad basketball. The Concord Minutemen are just playing really well-rounded. Cavemen turnovers and not landing all the shots is really stopping them.
Yeah, they're creating open shots, so they're just not knocking them down. They can keep on shooting. They will make them eventually.
Yeah, I think spreading the floor, spreading that defense out is going to be really big. I think if you keep LeJordan and Colton on the floor at the same time, that's going to be really big. They're the two leading scorers, I'm pretty sure, for the Cavemen tonight, and I think if you just keep them together, that's a very scary duo to have.
No doubt. Will and Chase, thank you very much. You guys are doing a great job down there. We appreciate y'all joining us on the broadcast. We're going to go ahead and kick things off to Mr. Rendell. He's got some stats. He's been recording stats the whole time as he's been doing color analysis. Obviously, a lot of big, important stats here so far in this game. Big stats. The most notable ones for the Concord Minutemen, obviously being Emmett's point total.
Right.
And then, obviously, the Fowler and Hanley leading the charge as far as scoring for the Cavemen.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Cavemen is 6 for 15, 1 for 6 from 3. Concord 10 of 21 from the field. That says 2-point, but that's just total field goals, and 1 from 4 from 3-point. No free throws yet for Concord. Really not a lot of shooting fouls here tonight. Only 2 fouls came as LeJordan Fowler took 4 free throws altogether. And then, like you said, Emmerich, leading scorer for Concord with 11 of the 21. And then Fowler with 9 of the 16, almost exact same percentage of points coming from those leading scorers. Right now, that extra cast of Concord doing a little bit more to help out Emmerich with Brunner, with Reese Brevard hitting a couple shots. So right now, Concord has that 5-point lead, but the Cavemen are definitely in it.
No doubt about it. It's been a pretty close, tight-knitted game here. We're looking forward to seeing what the second half will bring. Two very, very similar teams in the NLC trying to vie for their first NLC win in their first NLC game. We're going to go ahead and kick it to another break here. Thank you for joining us once again. We'll be back with the start of the second half here on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. we see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to Mishawaka High School, home of the Cavemen. Right now we're at some boys basketball action. This is only our second boys game of the season. Last night we had wrestling against Warsaw. We're going to bring back Will and Chase on the floor here tonight. Talk about some wrestling. One of the biggest tournaments in all of Indiana is the Al Smith Wrestling Tournament. Will, tell us a little bit about that tournament. You've been a part of it as a fan. Has Chase ever been to Al Smith?
Chase, you ever been to Al Smith and spectated?
Yeah, it's really fun. The energy's great there, honestly. I love it.
Yeah, and we've seen some of the best wrestlers in the state of Indiana wrestle at Al Smith. What are some of your memories of Al Smith, Will?
I remember last year the fire alarm started going off. I was in the middle of my wrestling match and I got launched to my back and pinned. So, I mean, it's not a good memory, but it's definitely a memory.
Yeah, I remember some of those really good wrestling teams. I remember announcing the Al Smith tournament in 2018 with Al Smith, so it was me and him on the call. That was pretty fun.
Wow, that sounds
I didn't know what I was talking about. I kept saying the wrong things, but I did it.
I remember my sophomore year, I was down on the floor. I was interviewing a little bit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We saw some great wrestlers. Jesse Mendez we saw here, who's one of the best wrestlers in the history of Indiana wrestling. Joe Walker, state champion from Mishawaka. We've seen that. So, Will, as we get ready to go here, what do you, Chase, think the Cavemen need to do here, down 5, heading into the second half?
They need to keep that momentum going. They just had that big Colton Hanley dunk. I feel like if they keep that momentum swing going into the second half, they may not have the last score, but they definitely had the momentum shift.
Yeah, they definitely got it. Thanks, Will. We'll come back to you on some breaks here as we are getting ready for second half action. Daniel, you're back with us here. What do we got going on here, Daniel, to start the second half? Only 20 seconds to go.
The Cavemen down by 5. They need to get off to a fast start, avoid those traveling violations, though, and as well as other petty and silly turnovers. You don't want those things to happen. Those silly mistakes are things you want to eliminate as you get closer and closer to the middle end of the season. The Cavemen are starting to brush those things off.
Right.
We get things started here. Concord Minutemen, they've got the basketball. Schrock's going to start things off fast with a 3, no good. Cavemen will take it the other way. We talked about them not having those silly mistakes and turnovers and things like that. And Coach Cody said, look, it's still a process they're getting used to. It's his first year. They played 4 games. So that one goes out of bounds. We'll go the other way. The process is still going on. They're very early in the process.
Well, and you saw that first play they ran. Coach Layton was running that play out. He's going to get that to go every time. He's going to get that to go every time.
Fowler has the ball as it came in across half court. Snyder setting up a play. Kicks it outside. Pete drives in. Outside again to Snyder. And now Putz will fire from beyond the arc. He's short. Rebounded safely after a scramble by Hanley. And Putz again, no good from 3.
Right now, neither team hitting from 3. And there's a foul. Almost got it to go as Hanley kind of grabbed that jersey running through. And that's going to be 2 free throws. First ones of the night for Concord. But on the offensive end, I think the first 3 is in rhythm. I think the second one's a little bit forced there by Putz. And right now, Cavemen aren't hitting from 3, so you got to find another way to score.
Putz was running fast, trying to get a block on his stat sheet. Isn't able to convert there as Emmerich goes to the free throw line and nails his first. Emmerich now already has 12 here tonight. Looking to add to that point total. That second free throw is good as well. Now Putz, Pete, and Snyder will take it up court. They safely get it across, and now Hanley at the corner and Pete at the wing. The Cavemen need to make something happen here soon. Now down by 9, and Snyder pulls up. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Slips to the hands of Putz on the rebound try. Emmerich lays it up on the other end as the Concord lead is now at 11. Timeout called by Coach Cody. 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and kick it to Will and Chase once again early on. Will and Chase in the first couple minutes here, just barely 2 minutes of this third quarter. The Cavemen not off to a great start. What do they need to do? What are your ideal ways to get the points on the board here quick?
I was talking about that momentum change going into the second half. I feel like it really wasn't there. I felt like Concord really has been controlling it all, and Mishawaka has to pick it up and control it, and they have not really exposed that defense, which they need to do.
Yeah, the offense feels very rushed. They're just rushing shots everywhere and not thinking about it.
Yeah, really good point, Chase. And then you're letting that leak out the back end. Right now, you're letting those kind of outlet passes and getting somebody like Emmerich wide open for layups that you can't do. You got to get back on defense. Whoever that last guy is has got to get them back.
Thanks to Will and Chase there. Now Pete and company look to make something happen. So we are now over 2 minutes into the second half. Inside Hanley. Hanley's double teamed. Outside to Pete. Pete is good from 3. And that should shoot some electricity into that Caveman offense.
Well, and they need that. They need somebody that's going to be hitting from 3. Right now, Snyder hasn't. Putz has missed a couple. And Pete took his time, pulled it up, and got it to go. And they're going to need somebody to kind of stretch that 2-3 zone out.
Emmerich drives in, dishes it out. Schrock from 3. No good on the response try as Pete is going to bring that one down.
And Schrock just doesn't have it right now. See what the Cavemen can do.
Landon Snyder off the fast break. No good on that shot. Off the one leg. And it's going to go the other way. Double dribble is what they'll call.
Really don't like the shot on the offensive end for the Cavemen. You just hit a three-pointer. You've cut the lead to 8. Get something a little bit better. Right there, that's a one-legged fall away. Yeah, you're in the paint, but try to get something a little bit more open. You don't have to rush. It's still the third quarter, plenty of time left.
Landon Snyder's got it. He's guarded by Brevard. Now Pete over to Fowler. Fowler pump fake, drives in. Foul. And he'll shoot 2. That's a hard landing for Fowler. He's still on the ground.
He didn't get that to go, but that's a really, really strong take.
Slow to get up. Fowler a little shaken up after that fall. He'll hobble over to the free throw line.
It's always hard when you fall like that, especially somebody like Fowler. I'm not his size anymore, but when I was in high school, I was tall and thin. Is he going to take his time? They're going to give him a second. That's a hard fall. He doesn't have a lot of meat on the bones, as you would say, and that falling like that from that high a height, it's going to hurt the elbows, hurt the back, and so that's a tough fall for somebody his size.
He shoots his first free throw. That one is no good. Spins out.
Fowler's the only one that's gotten to the line tonight for the Cavemen. He's 2 for 5 as he goes for his 6th free throw.
Cavemen down by 8. Looking to cut into that lead, and Fowler's second free throw will help.
And now Fowler's at the front of that 1-2-2 press. And that's what you wanted there. You wanted the ball. He traveled. Here's what the Cavemen have to do on that press. They got the ball where they wanted. Pete's got to cut off that base or that sideline because that's the defender you want. You want to cut off that sideline, force him back to Fowler in the middle, and all of a sudden you got that trap in that corner.
Snyder's now got it. And the Cavemen off the traveling violation called on Brunner, trying to make something happen. Here's the start, no good. Fowler on the 3 try. As Emmerich will secure it and take it back the other way for the Minutemen.
Concord had switched to a 1-3-1 half-court zone there, and I think the Cavemen got a good shot. Fowler just couldn't get it to go.
Brevard steps back, sees Fowler and says, no way am I shooting that. Kicks it out outside instead. No good. Emmerich from the left wing. Foul called on Emmerich on the other end.
That's a tough call. Emmerich doesn't have it going right now. He did early in the game. That's a tough call. He's trying to get that steal, but it's that reach around, right? You don't want to reach around the backside there, and that's where that foul came in.
Reaching fouls almost exclusively come from a little bit of frustration trying to force a play on the defensive end. Snyder's got space, kicks it over to Fowler, and he nails it.
That's a shot that Fowler has really had confidence in, that kind of mid-range, a little bit fade away, uses his height to his advantage, and got that to go, cut the lead to 5.
He's now got 10 in the ball game. Shealy's got it now. He's guarded by Putz. And now Schrock pulls up, shoots. That one contested, no good. Brandon Pete to take it the other way. Fowler double teamed by Brunner and Brevard, and now Snyder's got room, and he gets the foul and the bucket. Landon Snyder and one has an opportunity to convert on a three-point play here.
Great take, easy foul call, though. He got hit right in the back of the head going to the hoop. We had the best view of that, as that'll lead here to a quick timeout.
Going to take a timeout here. They're going to say a full timeout. Concord Minutemen, they want to take some time. We see this replay, and this, just a nice play. The and one is always going to get the bench excited and shoot some electricity through. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. Be back with the rest of the third quarter on the Mishawaka Network.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
We've reached the point of the year where the college football playoff is up and away now, and Oklahoma now leads the University of Alabama 7-0 in the first game of the college football playoff. Will, what do you think about that?
It's a really good game. We got it here behind us in the room. It's a really good game. Oklahoma scored early. I feel like this is going to be a really close game overall, but I think Oklahoma gets it done. I think Chase agrees with me as well.
Yeah, 100%. Oklahoma's a way better team than Alabama.
I disagree, but the winner of that game plays my Indiana Hoosiers. I was wearing my Kurt Signetti shirt today that my wife bought me, so that's an exciting time here for all IU fans.
Landon Snyder converts on that free throw, so the three-point play is successful. Tipped, swallowed away by Hanley. Now the fast break, Pete. The layup is good. Brandon Pete ties this thing up here in the cave. 27-27 to score now. As the Cavemen climb out of an 8-point deficit, just a matter of minutes. Brevard will take away some of that momentum there, nailing a three. Helping out the Minutemen cause, points-wise. Hanley now takes it back out to Snyder, and Snyder surveying the floor. Let's see what they can get going. Fowler again testing that mid-range, and boy, is it working. Cuts the Concord lead down to 1. And they're going to call a foul.
And right there, that's a tough call. I think it's a good call, but if he waits a half a second longer, once that spin's finished, he can get in there with those long arms. That is his third foul, as we got 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Fowler's got to be wary of those fouls. You want to be aggressive.
I know you're aggressive. I know you're on a run here. It might be, you want Fowler in the game, but you really can't afford that fourth foul at this point, so I'm surprised they're leaving him in.
He's now guarding Brevard. Now Brunner tries to cut it inside to Emmerich. Pete, the steal, dangerous pass to Putz, but all is well with the Cavemen. They're going to go ahead and walk it down the court.
Pete's really brought some good energy. Yeah, he hit the three-pointer, but a couple good defensive plays. He's played this whole second half so far. See if he can get this to go.
Pete, no good from three, rebounded by Putz. They've got a second chance. And that one just not the best of passes Stolen by Miller. Nice pass to Emmerich, who doesn't convert. Brevard is going to pick up the slack.
And that's just really good job by Brevard staying with the play. Sometimes on those fast breaks, you give up on it.
Fowler now as they cross half court. Snyder directing the offense. Snyder now driving in. Steps back, pump fake. Didn't like the shot. Puts inside to Hanley. Back out Snyder, no good. And Fowler tried to tip it in his hands. They're going to go ahead and call a loose ball foul. It goes the other way.
And that's that fourth foul you were afraid of. They had Eccles ready to come in the game for him. And that they call that. I don't love the call. You see it a lot in college and pros now. They don't call that over the back if you're just reaching over him. He's not bodying into him. He's just reaching. He's way bigger. And that's a tough call for your fourth foul.
Snyder and Fowler will take a seat as Eccles check in. Trey and Brayshawn, the freshman and the junior. Got about 40 seconds remaining here in this third quarter as Brevard will kick it out to Schrock. Back to Brevard. He's guarded by the freshman Eccles.
And this is that four-corner offense as Eccles got to be careful not to foul. So you see they're setting up in those four corners. They're trying to run this clock as much as they can.
Emmerich now over to Brunners. That one's a miscommunication display. Cavemen try to capitalize, and they get the foul, and they say it's on the ground. So
no, he called the basket. Yeah.
Never mind. They're going to say the basket does count.
I was about to say that would be some sort of crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Really bad play by Brunner, and I was a little nervous. I said, Hanley's got to pass that up, but he said, nope, I'm going to Euro step. I'm going to take it all the way. That's two easy and ones for the Cavemen that really got them back in this game. I'm very confused. I think they had the score wrong again. I've got it at 30, but we're going to find out here.
Let's see. Hanley no good on that free throw.
Cavemen have left not a lot, but a few points on that free throw line.
That one was to tie it after the shot did in fact count. Brevard now working on Eccles, drives in, kicks out. Miller blocked by Hanley. And on the rebound, Putz is going to step out of bounds, and so there's 0.6 of a second remaining.
That's a little tough. Putz was looking to get that full court heave, so he just stepped a little bit too far as he still got about 1 second.
Quick shot. Wyrick no good. And both teams will make their way to their respective benches. The score now 32-31 in favor of the Concord Minutemen. A close one, just as we'd hoped in this NLC matchup in the Cave on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back. As you see the pep band on your screen, they're doing a wonderful job here in the Cave, bringing the energy and a high energy game. The Minutemen only lead the Cavemen by 1. And off the missed shot by Wyrick to end the quarter, the Cavemen have got the basketball. On the floor for the Cavemen, you've got Eccles, Putz, Pete, and Hanley. Putz now. Thought about the shot, doesn't take it.
Yeah, he never liked the one dribble pickup.
Driving in now is Putz. He will take that confidently, and that one's no good. Wyrick will field that one, and they'll go the other way. The Minutemen moving quickly. Quick shot by Miller. Three is good.
There's just no way that's not a travel. Like, you can't catch the ball two-step into a shot, and that's a tough one for the Cavemen as he gets it to go.
Eccles now. He's guarded by Brevard. Pete out to the corner to Hanley. Butts now and over to Eccles. Looking for a shot. The Cavemen have been taking their time a lot tonight. Putz now fires one up. And that one's no good. Miller driving in on Putz. Decides to put up the shot, and that one does fall.
Two big shots by Miller. Get 5 quick points. He hasn't scored all game, and all of a sudden he's got that lead back out to 6.
Putz now. That one almost knocked away by Brevard. Trey Eccles got it. And now Pete. Swinging it around. Hanley thought to drive it outside. Decides to kick it out to an open Eccles, and that, too, is good.
Yeah, good-looking shot. Just too bad he couldn't get that right foot a little bit further back. So he could have got the 3.
Brayshawn Eccles trying to make an impact here. It's his junior season. He's getting many varsity minutes this year. The foul is drawn. And Wyrick will shoot 2 for the Minutemen.
Good shot there by Miller on that replay. I don't know. He got off balance. I don't know how he got that up at the rim high enough, but he got it to go here just a few minutes ago.
Wyrick no good on that first free throw. Pops right up off the back iron. One of the first few free throws for the Concord Minutemen this evening. And Wyrick will go 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Pete inbound to Eccles, back to Pete, and they'll get things started again down by 5. With 5:40 left in this fourth quarter. Eccles surveying the floor. And now Pete looking around. The Cavemen, they just got to consistently score down the court. And maybe starts here, no. Missed layup by Hanley, and now a fast break for the Concord Minutemen as Brevard's going to slow things down a little bit. Miller will take a deep 3, and that one is good all net.
And we're going to change the name of the fourth quarter to the Miller quarter because it's been all Miller here, 8 straight points here in the last 5 minutes.
Snyder and the Cavemen look to respond. Off the pick from Eccles. Outside to Eccles. Trey Eccles, no good from 3. Rebounded by Pete. Pete goes up, and that one is good. Safely done by Brandon Pete.
I mean, that's a really good move. Offensive rebound, you're in traffic, you ball fake, you pump fake, they leave you, and you get it to go.
That's a foul called on Trey Eccles there.
You can see the rebound here by Pete. He grabs it, he kind of looks around, ball fakes, he says, oh, I got an opening here, let me get this to go.
It's a nice routine shot that I'm sure he's worked on many times.
For a second there, Brunner was coming in the game, and I thought Miller was going out, but Miller was going to pass the ball in. I was like, you can't take Miller out now.
No way. That'll be Wyrick who takes the seat for Brunner's entrance. Emmerich drives in, hop step, decides to pass it out. They say a foul on the ground.
Too bad because Miller missed that 3-pointer, but it's one of the easier calls you have. You land on a guy, that's an easy push call as Fowler is going to try to come back into the game here with his 4 fouls.
He's got to be careful. They need him with 4:30 remaining. They came in down by 6.
And they're going to put him on Schrock, who hasn't had a good night, so that's probably a good. You don't want to put him on Brunner with the body. You don't want to put him on one of the scorers.
That one heavily contested. Brevard no good.
Yeah,
in the
they're
post.
Trying to do bully ball. We talked about bully ball earlier today in class, Daniel, but that was just, hey, we're going to put Brevard with the big legs, try to get him on the small freshman.
Eccles no good from 3. Bounces right into the hands of Pete. And Pete will calmly kick it out to Hanley. Hanley cross court. Fowler over to Eccles. This defense for the Minutemen has been pretty close-knit. Not allowing too many easy points for the Cavemen. Eccles now from deep. No good.
And of the three he's taken this quarter, that one looked the best. He wound up. It just the rim didn't help him out there.
And they'll call a carry there. Not what you want.
Emmerich didn't like the call there.
Well, funny thing about being an official, you don't really have to care too much about whether people like it or not.
Hey, earlier I didn't like the no travel call, so it happens.
Off the inbound from Pete, Snyder will walk things up for the Cavemen. Eccles drives in, trying to get his day started outside to Fowler, and his day continues to be great. He's got 15 tonight.
And these are the shots we know he can make. He just hasn't been taking them, honestly. We didn't see, obviously they've been on the road, but we watched some of those road games a little bit. But he's open almost all the time because he's got that long reach and gets that ball up high. So if he can have confidence, take those shots, tonight he's got him to go.
That one contested. Emmerich no good on the shot.
And you won't see it in the box score, but a great box out by Eccles. Trey Eccles giving up a lot of pounds to Reese Brevard. He boxed him out, got the board.
Snyder off the pick from Hanley. Guarded closely by Brevard, and now Pete. The two guards working in the backcourt. They find Hanley now. Hanley driving through. That layup is good with his left hand even.
Clearly, Coach Cody, the coaching staff has said, hey, we've got a mismatch here. Hanley's got the speed for his size. He is very quick. He's played wide receiver, cornerback on the football team. He's tall, but he can really move, and he's really taken advantage of that tonight.
Brevard in trouble, guarded closely by Eccles. Great defense from the freshman, and now Miller outside to Brunner. Cross court passing around the perimeter. The Minutemen only up by one. Brevard, mid-range shot, no good. Short off the front rim, and a foul called. As a little bit of tangle of quarterbacks there as Brunner drags Snyder down to the ground.
Yeah, really great defense here in the fourth quarter by the Cavemen. They gave up those 8 points to Miller, but since then they've really locked in. They've contested shots, and now they've got a chance here as they're only down one. Here's Colton Hanley just getting by the defense, getting to the hoop. Almost got fouled again, so really good job by the Cavemen here.
41-40 in favor of the Minutemen here. We'll be back on the Mishawaka Network.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here to the Cave. We've got a few minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2:05 left on the clock. The Cavemen trail by one. The Minutemen have been in control, but loosely this whole game. The Cavemen fire back, grab this lead.
2 minutes left in here, both teams with 3 timeouts. So lots of time still left in this game. Both teams can kind of stop the clock, get their offense or defense set.
On the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures, from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to the Cave after the controversial call. Coach Will Cody calls a timeout to see what the officials got on that call, and they do say it is Concord ball, as that one was not tipped.
So hard to pass the ball in.
That one is
Fowler
slide
there.
away, man. Fowler, nice pass, Eccles, and he grabs the lead for the Cavemen on the breakaway layup off the steal.
Cavemen haven't led much tonight, and they're out to the lead for the first time, 42-41.
Brevard, the Minutemen in trouble. Down by 1 now, just like that.
Probably their first lead since the first quarter.
Emberkin side, Wyrick, that one swatted away by Hanley, but they say a foul.
That's a tough call. Hanley got a lot of that ball. But they are going to call him on the arm, so could be a follow through there, but that was a good-looking block from Colton Hanley, who's had a really, really nice game.
He's at 11 points to show for this evening as Wyrick will nail the first free throw and tie this back up.
Kind of sneakily a little bit. Wyrick's had a really nice game. He's at the 8 points, but he's played really well. He's got that strong body, and so he's had a really nice game for the Minutemen.
Second free throw good. He snatches back the lead for the Minutemen. Snyder looking around, trying to find a way to clap back. And there's 70 seconds left in this ball game.
And this is what high school basketball sometimes is. You get tight games. You try to get the right shot.
Pete drives in, baseline, kicks it out. Eccles, he makes the right pass. Fowler, that shot too short. And Pete trying to make something happen. They say loose ball fouls. He tried to swap that one out of the hands of a Concord Minuteman. That's the fifth foul there. The Cavemen have committed. And so now the bonus has been reached. Free throws now from here on out. Every time a Caveman fouls, the Minutemen only have one.
Right, that's a big one because right now Minutemen can give some fouls. So if they can build this lead up to 2 or 3, if they need to, they can foul. Cavemen can't, which it might be in the Cavemen's favor if they're trailing.
That first free throw no good as they now only have the opportunity to extend their lead to 2 at best.
I think it was a good look. I like Fowler taking that shot. He short-armed it just a little bit. He had the open shot. He just needs to follow through a little bit more.
Second one no good either. Pops right into the hands of Trey Eccles. Eccles, Snyder, Pete, Hanley, and Fowler on the court for the Cavemen with less than a minute.
And this is what all the practices and all the work you've put in comes down to. You've got 40 seconds. You're down 1. Best shot. And you want to try to get it up before the clock runs down too low, though, because you want to get it up, try to have a chance at a rebound, maybe a putback, so you don't want it to go right away, as we see that breakaway by Trey Eccles that gave the Cavemen the lead momentarily. Daniel, what are you looking at here with only 30 or so seconds left in the game?
Although Fowler just missed that 3, I'm looking to get him something in the mid-range area. He has been on fire all night long from there. You get him an opening, you get him some space, he's going to go ahead and routinely, muscle memory, fire that one through, and it gives the Cavemen a 1-point lead. Now the pressure's on the Minutemen, and they have to respond big. We see the wonderful pep band there shifting over to that Caveman bench.
Yeah, so the pep band's here, the Cavemen drawing up a play. Will, you and Chase down on the court. How's it feeling? What's kind of the energy like for you all down there?
You know, this fourth quarter has really been a lot of Mishawaka basketball. I like the way it's been changing over. Mishawaka's been playing a lot of defense and scoring off the turnovers, and that's been really big.
Yeah, the momentum change is huge, especially playing in the Cave. You really get to hear all of it.
If y'all are the coaches, what are you calling here?
I think if I'm the coach right now, I'm giving it to with Jordan or Colton Haley. I'm letting them drive to the rim and finish and maybe get a free throw with it as well. But I think they're finishing, get an and one if they take it to the rim and take the lead.
Perfect. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Chase. Daniel, we got 35 seconds. You wanted a close game. You wanted this call. A couple volleyball games went 5 sets this year. You were itching to be on. You've got it here.
We've got it. I've had a few moments, some overtime JV girls basketball. It does the exact same thing for you. A nice one-handed snag by Eccles, but they say his foot may have gone back court a little
he
bit.
hit the line. I think you got to cross that plane, though, so I think they're saying he didn't.
Foul on the ground.
Which we talked about, not bad. That's only your second foul in the quarter, so now still 25 seconds. You get to set up your defense again.
3 fouls to give for the Minutemen stills. Putz will check in for Eccles.
And Eccles, who's played well in this fourth quarter, I think this is just about strength. You want to be strong with the ball. Camden Putz is.
Landon Snyder on the inbound. Looking for somebody. Finds Fowler. Over to Snyder again. 20 seconds left. Pete's got it now. And they're going to call a foul.
I didn't see much there.
Number 22, Emmerich. I didn't see anything at all. Interesting call there. Now 3 fouls for the Minutemen.
I think they were anticipating them wanting to foul.
With 15 now, Snyder's got it. He's been in these big moments before on the gridiron. That one between Putz and Pete, and now Snyder again thought about the shot, and they say maybe up and down, jump ball.
That's a 4th foul. So now Concord can't foul, but you're only at 5 seconds. I think what the bench in the JV team definitely wanted, Snyder's open. I think you got to take it. You had to 8 seconds. Now you don't really have a chance for a rebound, and you're going to have to get something good off of this play that Coach Will Cody's going to draw up.
Yeah, up and down. I say jump ball not because of the term no, but he jumped with the ball. Is what
I think he did keep. I think he kept those feet down. I think he did keep that, but I think you just got to go up with that because you shoot that with 10 seconds left. That misses. You got a chance for a rebound. You got a chance to foul. Yes, they can shoot free throws, but the worst you can do is be down 3.
We got this pep band here. Add into the energy, and we've got obviously that huddle. Everybody always says they love to be in the huddle where it's 5 seconds left, you're down by 1. What's the play being drawn up, and what's the atmosphere like?
Yeah, and we'll see what Coach Cody, this is where the coaches play a big role. You've got to draw up the plays. You've prepared your team. You practice these plays every practice. End of practice, you say, hey, down 1, tie game, down 2, what do we do? Let's run this. This is our go-to play. Just like in football, hey, we need a 2-point conversion. We got our play. This is where you need it.
That's right. It all comes down to trust and communication in these moments. The Minutemen got to trust that they all 5 will play well defensively.
The way the Cavemen are set up, I'd look for Fowler going to the basket on some sort of inbounds. I'm kind of surprised Snyder's not taking the ball out of bounds, though.
It'll be Pete instead. And the Cavemen got to trust that they will all do what they need to do to grab this lead. Looking for somebody. They find Hanley. Fowler's open. He drives in. That one is good. Fowler gets it done at the buzzer, and the Cavemen win it. Last minute with Jordan Fowler gets it done. Adds to an already amazing legacy and an incredible start to a career.
They are just in that corner, as you can see the replay here. Great job by Fowler getting the ball. He drives in. That's actually another play. If we can, I don't know that we pulled that, but a great play there by the Cavemen as Concord falls, and the Cavemen get their first NLC victory of the season on an unbelievable game by the Cavemen, especially number 22.
Number 22 had himself quite the game. 17 points, a number of great defensive possessions, and then obviously you've got the thrilling last-second shot to win the ball game, and he's waving to the crowd as he should. What an amazing showing for number 22 and his Cavemen teammates as they go into the locker room feeling on cloud 9 as they should. We're going to go ahead and head down to Will Mason and Chase Camacho. Guys, what are the thoughts for y'all down there?
That was just absolutely insane. I mean, I was not expecting that at all. With Jordan Fowler, I mean, he had a great night, and what a finish from the Cavemen, even with Jordan Fowler.
Yeah, what a great shot. I mean, you can't make that up. game-winning shot, and he makes it.
Yeah, unbelievable. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Will, Chase, good job on the floor there, getting us that energy. Did it take you back to any memories of any sporting events you've been a part of?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was epic down here with it. You could hear it all at the last seconds. It was amazing.
Perfect. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Daniel, let's talk about that ending.
Man, I mean, what an incredible shot there. The Jordan Fowler taking it upon himself, saying, okay, I've got the basketball. I'm going to do what I can with it. I'm going to put it up, trust in my capabilities, and boy, did it pay off for him as he converts there last second.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly the way that play is drawn up. They're running that screen, trying to get Landon Snyder the ball, but good job Colton Hamley sealing his defender, getting that ball, and then getting it over to LeJordan, who said, a really good move. I was a little nervous there for a second, but he caught the ball, had a three-pointer, and said, I'm going to drive in, get a shot that I feel more comfortable with, and he got it to go.
I mean, an extremely amazing clutch play there by Fowler. The Cavemen, look, we talked about how they needed this win. You come in first NLC matchup. Coach Cody's first as the coach here with the Cavemen, and man, what a way to end it. That's so much. That means so much for your team going down the stretch.
And this is a breakout game for somebody like LeJordan Fowler. He hasn't really gotten the score sheet the way that you think he can, and tonight he did.
Yeah, 100%. He did a great job. It's definitely a season high at 17. He's showing what he's capable of doing on a nightly basis here tonight. We'll see if we see more of that from him as the season goes on. Boy, this means so much for your team morale. A team that struggled a little bit defensively, you go on a couple game losing streak, you haven't been home in almost a month, and now you come back and get your second victory of the season under a new head coach. Man, like Chase said, you can't really write this.
No.
Pretty awesome.
No, it's one of the great things of sports, right? It's why the thing that you can still sell advertisements for is sports, right? Because it's not scripted, even though there's all the jokes about it, right? But you never know what's going to happen. Cavemen took the lead early, gave it up. We're down pretty much the whole second through 3.5 quarters, and they can make the plays at the end to win, and that's why sports is so exciting and really great, and hopefully that brings more fans out here to see this team play.
100%, because this team is going to be hot after this. They're feeling on cloud nine.
Well, and they've got a lot of tough games.
They do.
Especially to end the year. So these are the games they're playing here soon. They're playing next week in kind of a holiday game and a day game on the 23rd, and then they're playing at Buchanan after that, and then they'll be back home. So they've got some chances to get some wins against some Michigan teams, Niles, Buchanan, and then see what they can do coming back here.
Let's see how the Cavemen follow this up. It's going to be a tough one to follow up from an excitement standpoint, but a win will be a win, and they need them badly. We want to get back to 500 at the very least, and then continue to move forward on from there. Well, Coach Cody's got this team bought in, I think. This culture is being set slowly but surely as the season goes on, and feel very confident about this Cavemen basketball team. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Hopefully go ahead and watch some college football, playoff football.
Well, and just to wrap it up, we know it already. Player of the game, definitely LeJordan Fowler. 17
100%.
big points, but the big two at the end. And he had 4 fouls for that last 3-4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, so definitely LeJordan Fowler, number 22, getting it done. He had a huge game for the Cavemen here tonight. Big statement win for the Cavemen and a big statement game for LeJordan Fowler. That's going to wrap up our broadcast here at Mishawaka Network, doing our thing here. Thank you very much to our crew. You all did a wonderful job. We try to add to it with our commentary, but you all set us up, so thank you very much for coming out and spending time working with us. And thank you for taking time out of your evening to go ahead and spend some time with us and watch some Cavemen boys basketball. They get it done in late fashion here. 44-43 is the final score here. Myself, Mr. Randall, what you got to say?
Just last thing, everybody have a good holiday. We had our last day of school today. Everybody mostly finished their projects in class, which was great. We are off the air until the new year, so we won't have any broadcast until January 3rd. We'll be here for Al Smith, which big broadcast. Tell your friends, tune in. Daniel, you're excited for that?
I am.
I like the Al Smith. I think it's a fun event. We'll be here in the cave for that, which is always exciting. Next week, there are 2 basketball games. Boys and girls will be playing on the 23rd. We will not be broadcasting those. We got to spend time with our families. So we will not be here, but if you want to see it, come out and check it out here at the cave.
Thank you very much again for tuning in. Everyone have a wonderful night. 44-43, come behind victory for the Cavemen. They get their second at home. It's a good night for the Mishawaka Network. Daniel Phillips, Matt